All right. So, do we have everyone?
Not everyone. What about 30 people at home?
Okay, great. So, and could someone, Sebastian, can you pick up the printout that's at the bottom of the orange staircase? Thank you. So should we expect more people or should we just start?
You should start because I think some people decided not to come.
All right, perfect. Welcome, everyone.
Thanks.
So why are we having this mentoring session? So basically, part of the whole goal of taking this class is to learn not only how to do research, but also how to do research in teams. And today we're going to basically learn two things. Number one, figure out who you can work with. So basically create teams for different, for sets of students that are interested in similar topics. And number two, discuss a little bit the types of topics that folks are interested in. So the first thing that we're going to do is go around the room and basically figure out, at least everybody's background and what type of project they're interested in working on. And then we're going to sort of cluster students by nearest neighbor of topics that they're interested in. So this is going to be an agglomerative clustering. We're going to pick about k = 6 clusters, and then from that we're then depending on the size of the clusters we might repartition. This is great. Using terminology you guys heard about in the past. And then we will sort of within each cluster find mentors that we can pair you up with. Okay? So I've spoken a lot about the Pioneer projects. I don't know if anybody has any questions about this. So basically you guys have all submitted student profiles, and that's sort of what Sebastian is picking up from the printer. But who has submitted a profile? Raise your hands. Awesome. Who has not submitted a profile? Okay. Who checked the profiles online and their profile was in there? Awesome. Who checked and their profile was not in there?
So
okay.
One person. So I'm
yeah.
right now.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. You're the only one I knew actually about. Okay. So basically, and who has actually started browsing through profiles of students to find potential partners who are both awesome, handsome looking, and no, I'm kidding. Who are complementary in their skill set and also awesome, handsome looking. No, I'm kidding. So basically, this is exactly for that. This is for, oh, I spoke with this person and I don't remember their name kind of situation. So you basically search through the profiles and you say, of course, that's what they look like, and yeah, this is the topic that they're interested in. This is a document in progress, so if you decide that you're interested in something completely different, then, I don't know, we probably don't want to send an update every week, but at least you should somehow, anyway, if your interest completely changed, let us know. It should be an exception rather than the rule, okay? So the goal is to basically find people who are interested in similar things, but who have complementary backgrounds, unless you feel that the project only needs a certain type of background, which is going to be rare. And then you want to sort of really work with somebody who has exactly the same background. Okay, so what we're going to do is go around and basically sort of say a little bit about what's hopefully already there, but you can now connect names to faces. And then we're going to partition people into different groups. So what I'm going to be doing is taking notes about areas and then somehow use that to cluster people. Does that make sense? Okay, so any questions so far? At least one question would be nice, so that I know where I am. Any questions? No questions? Anything? One question? Sebastian, do you have a question?
Not really.
All right. Anything I haven't talked about? All right. Well, then let's do it. All right. So I'm going to start a new file called team building mentoring session. Okay, perfect. Okay, then I guess you're the lucky one.
Okay. So my name is Joe.
Joe, what's your last name?
Farraguna.
Okay.
And I'm a senior in course 20, which is bioengineering.
Yeah.
And I have some experience in computer science. I'm really interested in an analysis project using, with the goal of generating some kind of network a network that explains gene and protein interactions.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm Josh Derrick. I'm also a senior in Comp Bio. I'm really interested in like synthetic biology and ecology, and I'd be most interested in like some kind of networks project.
Very cool. Seems like you guys have a team. No, I'm kidding.
My name is Dalvin Freakcore. I'm a junior in course 18 and course 6-7. I'm interested in kind of like disease association mapping or epigenetics.
Very cool. Any disease in particular or anything?
Nothing.
Good. Whatever makes you unhealthy. Go ahead.
I'm Patty Chambers. I'm an image concentrating on artificial intelligence and machine learning.
So for the mental exercise that all of you guys are doing, what you should be remembering the most is not trying to remember everyone. That's what we're doing. We're taking notes. You should be remembering the folks that you want to talk to. Okay? So as everybody, sort of talks, you should be having the mental note of, oh, networks, these guys. Okay? And, so on and so forth. Okay? So if what you're interested in is sort of spoken about, take a mental note of who is this person, where did they sit roughly, and then we're going to recluster. Okay, sorry, go ahead. So
I'm probably most interested in oncology and infectious diseases.
okay.
My name is Emre.
And what type of project? Basically, you mentioned analysis project, and that was kind of cool. So basically, there could be analysis, there could be algorithm development, there could be more theoretical, there could be more, yeah. So, I mean, analysis is kind of like the most common, and that's sort of where you basically find some cool paper that did some cool analysis, you take their data set and you find some other cool paper that did some other cool analysis, and you take their data set and somehow you blend them together and you do something new and novel that no one has done before. That's sort of a good recipe for a project, basically, because you should not start from scratch and say, hey, I want to study the impact on environmental pollutants on Alzheimer's patients above 90 years old in Southeast Asia. And then you're like, okay, great. Now I'm going to look for data sets. You should instead say, hey, oh, wow, there's, this paper is being published. So, you know that the data is somehow there. And you know that it's been processed by some computational team so that, they probably know how to paint the metadata into the right space and so on and so forth. So starting with something that's been done before is helpful because somebody has already analyzed that type of data and therefore has found a lot of problems that anyone who first analyzes the data set will always find. So you don't be that person that has to first find all the problems or find that the data doesn't exist after 3 weeks of sort of planning the most perfect project. So I apologize for sneaking in comments as we go. But tell me your name again.
Emre. It's E-M-R-E.
Emre, and what's your last name?
It's C-R-G-E-C-E-N. So I'm a
Ergecic. Ergecic. Sorry. Ergecic.
Agichan.
Chai. Okay,
Yeah.
Great. Turkish or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a physics grad student. I do completely irrelevant stuff. I do microscopy. I build my own microscopes.
Nice.
But in the meantime, I analyze my data, so I do a lot of coding.
Oh,
I'm interested in like pathologies, specifically like immune-related and rare genetic diseases. So I just want to.
And what diseases?
Rare genetic diseases.
Oh, rare genetic. Okay, very cool.
So if you have any interest.
Nice. Great.
Hey, I'm Alex Guerrera. I'm a junior, 6'3". So I don't really have like that much background in biology. But when I was looking through the topics, population genetics sounded pretty cool.
Very cool.
Um,
What aspect, like human history kind of stuff?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it, but it just seemed kind of interesting. So yeah.
Okay.
Anything really. I really like probabilistic modeling and statistics. The type of project I'd be looking into would be like an analytical one, or on the template, set tool building was an option.
Okay, very cool. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, can you expand on what that would mean?
So that basically means that you're going to not only develop an algorithm to do something, but actually make it practical for other people to use. So for example, if everybody has to do the same type of thing over and over again, you actually maybe build an online tool, or you build a tool that's actually usable. So that sort of goes a step beyond just analysis and algorithm development. It's like actually creating implementation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Melody. I'm a junior studying 6-3 here at MIT.
Melody, what's your last name?
Fu, P-H-U.
Okay.
Yeah, and so my previous experience has mainly been with like graph and network algorithms. I think that's also something I'd like to pursue, but more on the biology side since I don't have a ton of like substantial biology background. But yeah, that's kind of the direction I'm looking to.
Sounds great.
I'm Neil, Neil Ben. I'm a senior at Harvard College studying computer science. I'm thinking about doing stuff related to deep learning, so probably specifically molecular graph generation or potentially deep learning and epigenomics.
Great.
Hi, I'm Xiao Yushan.
You're going to have to spell that.
SHAN. I am a second-year graduate student in Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. I have a strong background in ecology and microbiology. And for this class, the project, I want to do some comparative genomics related to function and phylogeny, particularly about perhaps the evolution of some important enzymes or the gene of the enzyme.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Great.
Hi, I'm Horan Tai, first year graduate student in.
Can you spell your name?
HAORANCAI. Yeah. I'm interested in all kinds of projects, analysis, theoretical and tool building, everything. The topics I want to involve is network dynamics, genetic network dynamics, and how they respond to environmental perturbation.
Great.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Freitas. I'm a junior in 6-7, and I like to do a project involving model building or machine learning and genetics, and particularly evolutionary biology.
Great.
I'm Nathan Han. I'm a junior in 6-7, and I'm interested in an analysis type project about cancer genomics.
Great.
I'm William Fu. I'm a senior in 6-7. I'm also interested in an analysis project, also in cancer genomics, but other areas like epigenomics, stuff like that.
Great.
I'm Joy Fan. I'm a senior in Course 20, and I'm interested in machine learning applied to like cancer genomics or epigenomics, and also like protein visualization.
Protein visualization?
Yeah.
You mean protein network visualization or actually protein visualization?
Like the structure.
Wow. Okay.
I'm Lawrence Wong, senior in Course 6-7. I'm interested in a data analysis project about SNPs and their association with different kinds of diseases.
Sounds good. Any disease in particular or any disease?
Anything.
Okay, sounds good. Do we have any students in the back or just mentors in the back? Okay, great. Keep going.
I'm Chenjin Park, HYUNJINPARK, and I'm first year PhD student in CS, and I'm interested in the epigenetics of transcription regulation, things like transcription factors and the clonal accessibility, and the project style will mostly be analysis.
Okay. Great.
Everyone, I'm Taylor James Sorensen. I'm mostly interested in population genetics and mental health and or phylogenomics, a little bit different, but those are both interesting to me.
That's great.
I'm thinking about something more analysis related or machine learning, data science.
Okay, sounds great.
I am Chris Frangia. I'm a grad student in Course 6. I'm most interested in analysis or modeling of disease states, primarily in oncology or immunology. And my background is more computational.
When you say disease states, you mean some transcriptional data or something that sort of tells you about how the cell is doing at the molecular level?
Yeah, like cell states that cause disease.
That's awesome. Yes.
I'm David Severson. I'm a third-year medical student, and my previous work has been in single-cell transcriptomics in cancer, but I think for this project, I'd be interested in doing something a little more basic and less translational, maybe looking at the intersection between evolutionary biology and gene regulation. For instance, looking at the sequences that underlie transcriptional sites and how different species with different GC content, how that sort of plays out, and also look at functional aspects of that as well.
Okay. Let's skip the. You're not a student. Oh, you are a student in the class, of course. Yes.
As of yesterday,
yes.
Yeah.
As of yesterday.
Sebastian, grad student in.
What's your last name,
6.
Sebastian?
Sebastian Pineda, grad student in course 6. I'm interested in single cell genomics in the context of neurodegeneration, and I'm interested in a project on something analytical or tool building.
Hey everyone, I'm Kadajit. I'm an MD PhD student at HMS and here, currently a first-year grad student in immunology. I'm interested in a variety of things, interested in epigenomics and gene regulation, and also I'm getting to the function of various GWAS variants, open to various disease settings, but of particular interest in immune-mediated.
Great.
Hey guys, my name is Inte, and last name is Inte Moon, last name Moon. So I'm course 6 PhD student, and I'm working with the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in cancer oncology. And to be more specific, I'm interested in advanced metastasis to the cancer. One example is like sort of cancer with unknown primary. So in that case, like doctors don't know where the primary is, so they sort of do like empiric therapy. So like sort of finding what the primary is would be like useful for a doctor to do more make an informed decision. So my primary project interest for this course is to do some sort of like unsupervised learning on the cancer genomics or mutation data to figure out some evidence that their some cup samples, cancer with unknown primary samples, have some underlying primaries. If you guys are interested in talking to me more about it, I'd like to talk to you.
Awesome. Let's restart here.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm a junior studying 6-3, so comp sci. I'm interested in epigenomic analysis. In particular, it'd be interesting to look at identifying epigenetic markers of aging.
Hi, I'm Mariah Avila. I'm a first-year grad student. Mostly my background is molecular bio and CRISPR, so I'm interested in kind of projects about genetic engineering and also zoonotic disease.
What disease?
Zoonotic diseases, like viruses that infect animal hosts, and that serves as a reservoir for human pathogens.
Okay. How do you spell it?
Zoonotic.
Zoonotic. Sounds Greek to me.
Oh, hi, my name is Ruihan Zhang. I'm from the Media Lab, first year master student. My undergrad was in biology and mainly neuroscience. I'm very interested in single cell sequences in brain and also some epigenetics and epitranscriptomics.
Oh, my name is Soumya. I'm a senior in 6-3.
Sonia, what's your last name?
Ram, R-A-M. And my background at this point has pretty much just been deep learning through various sort of Europes and internships. As far as project ideas, I'm pretty open, but I do have an interest in protein design.
Very cool.
I'm Benjamin James. I'm a first-year PhD student in computer science. My background is in computer science machine learning. I'm interested in analysis projects on gene expression regulation and some other topics.
Hey guys, my name is Puya Hamadanyam. I don't know how you're going to spell that.
You don't have to, it's okay, I'm Greek.
Yeah. So I'm a first year grad student in course 6. I have more of like a computational background, and the type of projects that I like is like analysis and maybe tool building. As for topics, I'm kind of open, but I'm more interested in like disease association, things like that.
Great. Hi, I'm Arash. My last name is Nasr Isfahani.
Sorry, the last name is?
Nasr-Esfahany. Yeah. So I'm a first year PhD student in computer science. My background is more kind of computational. But topics, the things that I'm interested in are cancer genomics and also disease mapping. And I'm looking for a teammate with a more biological background.
My name is Wilson Louie, L-O-U-I-E. And I'm an MEng student in 6-7. My background is mostly in applied machine learning and software development. I guess in terms of interest, I'm mostly interested in protein structure prediction or protein something interaction, but this is a genomics class, so I'm not sure if we can do a project on it. But other than that, my interests are I'm pretty open to any projects, particularly in analysis or tool building. I guess if I have to pick some topics, it could be like cancer genomics or RNA coding or epigenetics or something like that.
Great. Did anyone arrive late and did not go? Everyone already spoke. Carmen, I don't know if you have a video camera.
I do.
Good, turn it on and then people will like to see.
Hello.
Hello. Perfect. Do you want to say hi and what you were interested in?
Yeah, I'm a second-year grad student in HST, which is Health Sciences and Technology. My background is mostly, well, I did biomedical engineering, so I'm more bio-related, although I did take computer science courses, but I would say I'm more like a bio-focused or expert. I'm also taking a lot of medical school classes with HST now, and I'm interested in cancer genomics and also expression analysis, so I'm looking more towards like an expression, an analysis project.
Great, awesome. All right, so what did I hear? I'm just gonna go back and sort of create classes. So already spot folks that you wanna, talk with individually, but basically what I'm hearing is number 1, cancer, number 2, disease, non-cancer, that's gonna be our groups, epigenomics, comparative genomics, and gene regulation. Maybe that's separate from epigenomics, I think. And then, networks, of course. Let me see. Then there's rain, maybe. Is that a separate whole thing? I don't know.
That's pretty much what I have. I have a dungeon network, cancer genomic, epigenetics, evolutionary, or
Yeah.
I just put on deep learning separately.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if we should make a separate class on that.
So for disease,
and then there's also
mapping,
yeah, that's what I mean, disease / GWAS,
okay.
And then cancer is sort of non-disease, like the rest. Yeah. All right. So let's like see a show of hands for number of people in each of the clusters. Okay. So we have cancer. Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Non-cancer disease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Epigenomics. 1. Raise your hands high so I can see them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Comparative genomics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gene regulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Networks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And who did not raise their hand at least once? And remind me what you're doing?
Like genetic engineering, anything?
I don't think
No.
it's one of the topics this year.
Okay.
Any other topics?
Like disease is also interesting, non-cancer.
Good, good. So I think you have your group. Any
Can I
other
join the
groups?
cancer group?
Sounds good. You're in the cancer group. So so we have 10 for cancer. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see your hand because I wasn't looking at the video. All right. So are there any other groups that you guys feel you heard and we should have created and we didn't create? Okay. So let's do that. So now this is the part of the game show where the doors open and mysterious things come out. So one door has a car, the other one has a goat. I'm kidding. This actually used to be a video game. All right, so we're gonna basically have the cancer group go. So we're basically gonna split into offices now, and then each of the groups, I'm gonna try to find a mentor and send into that office. Okay, but at least you guys can start talking with each other, and
And before they go, I'm going to create PSF for each subgroup, so feel free to chat with the.
That's a great idea. Yeah. And so basically, here's what you guys should do. You should basically, within each of the groups, start meeting and start suggesting papers and cool stuff that you could build projects on. That's something that we haven't emphasized so much in previous years, but I think I've sort of learned to realize just how important it is. Because very often people have these like blue sky kind of projects, and it's very hard to bring them back down to earth. So within each of the groups, start suggesting papers, and then at the next mentoring session next time, what we're going to do is actually discuss potential projects within each of these areas, okay? And then we're going to group students into projects within these areas. So, you know, and we really want teams of 2. We don't want anyone to work alone, and we don't want teams of 3, because it's very easy with 3 to have lack of coordination, where not everybody carries their own weight. Basically, if you hold a stick with 2 people, it's very easy to know that everybody's doing their part. Otherwise, the stick will fall off. With 3, it's easy to still hold the stick, and one person can be like, stick is fine. So, however, if you really have a strong justification for working alone, let us know. And if you really have a strong justification for working in a team of 3, let us know, and we will accommodate. Okay? All right, so cancer go in front of that door, non-cancer disease go in front of this door, epigenomics go in front of that door, comparative genomics are in front of that door, gene regulation go in front of there, and then networks go there. All right, let's self-assemble.
Do you want to talk about